Hello, and I hit the recording button this time and definitely did it. So, I don't know. Whatever happened last time is between me and God, I suppose. Yeah, hello, welcome in. This is now match day 6. We're into our second quarterfinal matchup. We got Rob and Gibby coming up, taking a look at the bracket as we always do. Most recent game, Colin taking down Joe. Colin, who did so much good work to get himself the 1 seed in this tournament, has taken advantage of his bye week and only had to defeat one opponent to now be in the semifinals, locking in a top 4 choice of draft position in this upcoming tournament, or upcoming draft, league, year, whatever you want to call it. This is the tournament. Fantasy football itself is not really a tournament, though it is kind of, but we're not going to go there. Anyway, as we mentioned before, we go Adam, Jacob, and Preston, all falling down to the Ninals bracket. Joe, our most recent addition to the Fivals bracket, the next 3 to be determined as to who goes to semifinals and who goes to the Fivals bracket. First up now is Rob and Gibby. This is likely the last one of the night for me. But then we still have myself and Crayon and Conair and Sprite to go in that arena. Words are hard, guys. I'm not good at them. All right, taking a look. On Gibby's side, the team that beat Adam 28-23, we've got the Detroit Lions as a shell, including their defense, and including Terry and Arnold, which he is no longer with the team. Former first round pick for them on defense, but he'll be here. This might be his magnum opus in the professional football world. But quarterback, we got Jordan Love of Green Bay Packer fame. Running back will be mostly Christian McCaffrey. If I recall, a few good McCaffrey plays are the reason that Gibby was victorious over Adam. Solo kind of, 85-yard run sort of situation. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, Zay Flowers, and Chris Olave should be the main features here. Tight end, Kyle Pitts. Over on Rob's side, debut in the tournament, 10th out of 12 debuts to be made. We've got Matthew Stafford going against his old club. Derrick Henry at running back. I think he kind of does it all here. There might be a little Omarion Hampton mixed in, but I think it's mostly Derrick Henry you'll be looking for. Wide receivers, George Pickens, Brian Thomas Jr. I'm trying to think who gets the play. I think Pickens and Hill are definitely getting play time. I don't know who would get it otherwise, so it's got to be Brian Thomas Jr. We'll see. I think Xavier Worthy's fast enough where I put him at kick return, maybe punt return. So, although Tyreek is there too, so who knows? Some mix of all those guys in those positions. Tight ends, Trey McBride, and Aronde Gadsden will probably show up occasionally. But otherwise, yeah, those are the teams. I feel like I did more of a breakdown than I usually do, but whatever. Bonus, I suppose. Let's get into this thing. Then I can stop talking. You guys don't have to listen to me anymore. Jersey-wise, we're into the kind of alternate world, more like the rivals / color rush. So I saw that both these teams had black color rush options. 49ers also had a white color rush option, so I went with that. So apologies to the purists that think the home team needs to be in the dark color, but that won't be the case as long as what I set stays. But yeah, 12 minutes 15 seconds random commentary. Here we go. Talk to y'all on the flip side.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 San Francisco 49ers.
Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Trey Tucker to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story, too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Love on the play fake. Dump off to his fullback. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Diamond's Orland Noor there on the stop.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And leading them out is one of the game's all-time leading passers, the top pick back in 2009. Still going strong, it's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
He stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down from the 42. Stafford from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. We'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control. as they convert to stay on the field.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
This is Henry on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That's another 49er first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
It's Henry on the counter. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Running once more with Henry. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Third and long for him here. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it.
A 31-yard attempt.
Mevis able to knock it through, and they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Tucker now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't got their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought to a stop there by the 11th pick in the draft this past spring, Michael Williams.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brought down by Fred Warner.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Love from the gun. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Detroit.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down throw. Here's Love. Back to Flowers they go. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Detroit Lions.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Thrown on first down, Love. That one's complete over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the counter, McCaffrey. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Love on 3rd and short. That one complete to Pitts. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Detroit Lions, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Finds his fullback. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. They kick the running back in motion. Love out of the shotgun. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again. Love. And he's got it. That's a layout for it, but touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Ooh, snaps a little slow. And the kick is blocked. The 49ers have it.
You just never know what could be the play at the end of the game that we look back on and say, you know what? That was the play that decided it all. It seems small now. It's just a little old point, right? But if this one stays close to the end, keep an eye on that block because that single point could loom very, very large.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw, here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
From the red zone on first. Brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He brings it in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Stafford from the gun. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 2nd quarter lead. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Niners 10, Lions 6.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Wilson with the return here. One little burst so far. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Lions and Jordan Love set to take over again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Draw play, this is McCaffrey. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
A pitch to McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Love now, off the play action. Rolling left, buying some time. Well, this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Now Love on the play fake. Down at the 2, that sets up 1st and goal.
Gain of 26 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Irving will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Lions 13, 49ers 10.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. The drive begins with Henry. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. To throw, Stafford. And that one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Complete here to Hampton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Stafford. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. It's Stafford once more. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 9.
We'll get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down, 1 yard to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle, Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing now, Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Stafford now. Throw wheeled in by Thomas. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. And robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another run for Henry. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
DJ Reader brought him down. On 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Slot receivers headed left. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He's got McBride complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
16 yards.
They get 16 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now Stafford to throw. Complete Derrick Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. We try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Tight end in motion right. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. An injured player out there after the snap, and the medical staff quickly out to him. And that is Geno Smith that they're headed for. Lions in the nickel. This is third down. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. So it's going to be fourth and short.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Looking to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Love out of the shotgun. He's smart, he won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is third down.
Nickel set from the Niners on third down. They'll throw, third and long. Oh, Love fumbled it. And this is picked up by the 49ers. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack and that play was a masterpiece.
So here come the 49ers on offense. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. They've got first down here from the 36. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. That pass pulled in by Henry. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So now here's third and 5. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
So for the third time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of 3 points, quarter 3 remains tied.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Escapes a defender. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Adams put in motion right. Play action, Love. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Pickup of 2 here. And the Lions have a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To the air with Love. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. 3rd and long for him here. Looking for somewhere to throw. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete, and maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Dicker connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The 49ers, then Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. toss now to Henry. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Play action now for Stafford. He'll get this to Henry. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. It's Henry on the carry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's good for a couple of yards. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
It's a big strike to Hill. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it at the 5. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
They'll run here with Henry. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only a yard on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Stafford back to throw. Complete here to Hinton. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. Trey McBride, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
20, Lions 16.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Wilson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. It almost feels now like a must-score drive.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Love. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's the Amendola. And the 49ers have the football back just shy of the midfield stripe. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're gonna try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Henry running to the left. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
This is Henry on 2nd. He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Going with King Henry here. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. It's Henry on the counter. A pickup of just under half. They get 4, and now they've got 2nd and goal at the 5.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Defense showing blitz, Stafford. And down he goes, the Lions rush gets home. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They did it! He made the interception! Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions have some new life in the 4th. There are costly interceptions, Brock. And then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Love now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Love on 3rd and short. Completed to his running back. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Loves to throw again. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Once more, it's Love. It's caught by Chris Olave. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. Here he is on 3rd and short. He finds Adams, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Stick it in the air, Love. Completed to Flowers. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Big throw out wide by Love. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Chris Olave. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara.
15-yard line.
Lions losing by 4. Second down now, 7 to go. Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. RPO here, quick throw, grabbed by Flowers. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions jump in front late. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Worthy now to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The 49ers, then Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He shovels this one forward. And he's brought down at the line.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Trey McBride. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Here he is to throw. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Setting up to pass. Hits his running back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 3 now. He'll look to throw it. That's Hill on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Goodness me.
So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Lions 23.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Wilson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Lions get ready to return to the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Ooh, almost to throw the missed him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Now this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume that that's a dangerous place to play.
And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
7-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Shotgun now for Love. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Lions first down.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Throwing again, Love. Connects with Adams again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The timeout taken here by the Lions, that's their third.
This is where this gets
And now
dicey.
they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
From left side is caught by Pitts. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That one gains 7. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
First down throw, here's Love. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small
that's one way
lead
to
through
lose
to the
the game.
finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
Well, all right. That's going to be the end of match day 6. Rob with the victory over Gibby. Congrats to Rob. That makes him the second one entering the semifinals. He'll be facing Colin in the next round. That drops Gibby to face Joe in the first round of the Fivals bracket. So that'll do it for tonight. Thank you for watching. If you were watching, thank you for watching. If you're checking it out on YouTube. But yeah, we're 6 match days in. The what am I trying to say? Like the sets of 3 that play into the top, middle, and bottom 4 are nearly shaping themselves out. But yeah, more to come. I'm gonna try to do 1 game tomorrow. We'll see how work goes. If I can wrap up on time or not. But otherwise, I'll hit the chat when I'm ready. And that's going to do it for today. Thanks again, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.